All right, everyone. We should get started. Welcome, everyone, to the second day of the SciPy conference portion. So this morning, just before we get to our keynote speakers, I'd like to spend a moment to thank all of our gold sponsors who have helped make what we're doing here possible, and who I think, if you look at the number and diversity of the sponsors that we have had this year, I think you can see it's a reflection of the importance and the significance of the work that this community is doing, that there is this recognition from groups outside and real concrete contributions being made to make the world a better place. So thank you, and thank you to all our sponsors. A few announcements for the day. At 10 a.m. There will be book signing in the foyer for Elegant SciPy, so make sure you go and check that out. At noon, there will be a lunch buffet served outside here, so you don't need to brave the Austin heat to go and find food today, at least. For those who are registered, there is a diversity luncheon in the Tejas room on level 2, which is being sponsored by Twitter. So thank Twitter for their investment in their sponsorship of that important activity. For those who haven't signed up, it is full, but there is an alternative diversity luncheon happening because there was so much interest. Go to the diversity Slack channel and see what the plans are there, or talk to a member of the diversity committee to see what they're going to do. A reminder, again, if you enjoyed the lightning talks yesterday, there will be another set of lightning talks between 5 and 6. The sign-up board is on the lobby. If you are a first-time attendee, there will be slots for you to give lightning talks. Talk to Paul or Anthony if you're unsure about the process. But we want to encourage people to stand up here and present, even if it's just for a few minutes. And then 7 o'clock, there's a happy hour at Easy Tiger, sponsored by Invite. You need a badge for entry. So that's down, I think, on 6th Street. And then at 7:30, there is the Pinballs event. So you need to register for that. I think there are still places available. The bus will leave from the hotel at 7:15 and another one at 8 o'clock. And so if you want to attend that and haven't signed up, go and talk at the registration desk and let people know. Just a gentle reminder not to leave the talks before the question period is over. We allow 5 minutes of time between the end of the questions and the start of the next talk to allow people to get up and down between the various rooms if you need to. But it's also important for people who are giving their talks, so we try and make sure that everything is going to the same time, so that you will have time to make it to the next talk. And then finally, there is a Data Buddy Slack channel. So if you are new to the data science, the Python scientific ecosystem, you've got some data that you want to read, that you want to visualize, put your hand up on that channel and let someone know, and there are experienced people who have time to sit down with you and see what we can do about loading your data into Python and displaying it, seeing what's going on, getting you started. All right, so at this point, I'm going to step aside, and Madicken Monk is going to present the winners of the John Hunter Excellence in Plotting Award. So thank you, Madigan.
Okay, I'm really excited to be up here on behalf of the organizing committee for the John Hunter Excellence in Plotting Contest. Okay, great. Now it's projecting. And my co-organizers, I'd like to thank them for working together on this and really putting together a good contest this year. And on the committee with me are Hannah Eitzenman, Thomas Caswell, myself, and Nell Verico. For those of you that don't know, John Hunter is the original author of the package matplotlib, so something that we've probably all loved and used throughout our journey with Python. And this contest is really meant to be a tribute to his contributions to data visualization and to carry that torch on. The contest rules are very limited. We require that all submittees include their source code and the data to recreate the plot. If the data is for some reason not shareable, they have to provide a sample data set so we can recreate the plot. There's no language restrictions on what plotting package you use. It just has to be recreatable on one of our machines. The plots are compared for their clarity, innovation, and aesthetics, and there's a judging panel that selects the top plots for all of these particular factors. And we also want each of the plots to have real scientific work and to communicate some sort of scientific idea. This year we had 43 entries, and all of them were really incredible, so nice job, everybody. And we had 13 judges. John Hunter's family and NumFocus are graciously contributing money for cash prizes for the top 3 winners of the contest. Before I go into the plots, I'd like to thank all of our judges. They had an incredibly difficult job choosing each one of the top plots that they felt should win, and so I'd like to take a moment to thank them. We have 2 runners-up this year, so I'm going to first go through those. Our first honorable mention is the Kilauea Summit Earthquakes from May to August of 2018 by Nicole Hoffman. This particular plot shows some seismic events at the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii in 2018 of last year. This is a very large eruption, and it caused a lot of seismic events. On the top, we can see all the events that are grouped. On the bottom, the dots show the seismic events, and the top, the diamonds, are explosive events. If you hover over one of the diamonds, you can see the magnitude and the depth of that event. Also, each grouping of events that are associated with this can be selected in the histogram, which is being illustrated in the video. Then on the plot next to it, you can see the latitude and longitude coordinates of each one of the seismic events. The circular distribution is because all of the data was selected to be in a 6-kilometer radius around the center of the summit of Kilauea. And on the bottom, we can see results that have to do with the magnitude and the seismic intensity of the earthquake. Our next honorable mention is surf zone waves tracking by Kayao E. Stringari. It is not lost on me that my name is difficult and I just messed up another one, so please forgive me. This particular visualization is a representation of a machine learning algorithm to extract surf zone wave tracking off of a video. So on the top left, you can see the video of a surf of a natural beach, and on the right, you can see the recreation of the location of the break and over time. And then each of these is recreated with color, so you can see where the water is a wave, when it's breaking, and when it finally reaches the beach. In third place, we have the entry, Songs Have Gotten Louder Over Time by David Curran. Nice job. I see you in the front up there. Oh, okay. And we can see how songs in popular music have changed in intensity over time. And so on the left, we can see a sort of distribution of the popular music by decade, and then on the right, we can see the trend in the intensity or in the loudness over years. In second place, we have how echo chambers emerge from social media by Hao Peng at the University of Michigan. This is a visualization of social networks and how two particular factors, both your influence on your friends and unfriending people that you disagree with, can create echo chambers in social media. So the points in the illustration, the magnitude, the largeness of each one indicates the popularity of each user, so how many friends they have, and then the color indicates their political leanings. And so over time, as things change, you can see that these networks separate. This particular model is run with an agent-based analysis with 3 different parameters. And you can see the user interacting with their model and then getting some results about the segmentation of the social networks. Sorry, I'm getting some lag from my, I don't know why it shrunk. And then in first prize, we have the intuitive probabilistic mediogram. Over time, our accuracy in weather forecasting has improved, and today a 7-day weather forecast is as accurate as a 5-day forecast 20 years ago. And so, but however, people still really don't trust weather forecasting, and that's because they don't really have an intuition for the uncertainty of the forecast itself. So this is an illustration of how an average layperson could be given some intuition about the uncertainty of the weather prediction that they're getting. So in the center, we can see predicted temperatures, and the width of the predicted temperature and the transparency indicate its uncertainty. And the color of the line gives the user a sort of intuitive feel for the temperature that they're going to be feeling outside, where purple and blue are cold and red is warm. On the bottom, we can also see predicted wind speeds. So there's a little wind thing at the bottom. The transparency, again, indicates the uncertainty. And how horizontal it is how fast the wind is going to be going. On the top, there's a prediction on precipitation, and you can see whether it's heavy, medium, or light. The idea here, and again, transparency is an indication of uncertainty. This way, somebody can see whether it's very likely to have light rain during the day, or if it's equally certain that they might have medium to heavy rain. And so you can kind of get an idea of the intensity of the rain that you're going to be seeing. And then finally, on the top, you can see the forecast of cloud and how cloudy it's going to be. And the color and the thickness of the clouds indicate the density of the clouds, the cloud cover, and also how high the clouds are going to be in the sky. I'd like to thank all of the participants and congratulate our winners. It was a really amazing contest, so thank you everybody who participated. Eventually, on the URL at the bottom, we will post the submissions, and so you can view them and be inspired to make your own plots. So please enjoy.
Right. So, thank you. And the last thing which I need to do this morning is to introduce our keynote speaker for today, who is Rachel Thomas. Rachel was selected by Forbes as one of the 20 incredible women in AI. She earned her PhD in mathematics at Duke University, and she was an early engineer at Uber. She's a co-founder of Fast AI, which has been creating courses on machine learning and deep learning, and over 200,000 students have taken that course. Rachel's a popular writer, keynote speaker. She's been read many people over many different languages. She's made the front page of Hacker News. She's been featured on NPR, and her social media and website are available there. So, Rachel, please.